Imagine me in Norway. It isn't hard to do. Jeg konkurransedyktig.
What are you hoping to do in Norway?
Besides win. And good on camera too. I wanna meet all the people in my family. My name is Dolph Paulson. Almost forgot to say, I live in Chicago and dream of Norway. Imagine me in Norway, season 11. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Jeg har en kone and stepkids. They say I'll be the champion.
He'll be really good in the TV show.
Why should he be on Alt for Norge?
Oh, because he's Norwegian and he loves Norway and he's always wanted to go, but he's never gone before.
Who you got there?
This is Pepper. She's willing to put up with a lot, just like I am. For work, I am currently a special educator of sorts. I went to graduate school to be a speech language pathologist and specializing in working with kids with dyslexia. Now I work at a Waldorf school, which fits much more with my personality.
Would you like to visit a Waldorf school in Norway?
Oh yes. My home life is very fun, and maybe I sound like I'm, cheesing it up and trying to get smiles and laughs and brownie points by saying that, but my home life is great. Aside from all the cat hair. Something I haven't mentioned is that my job and the kids are connected, because I now work in a Waldorf school and they now go to school at a Waldorf school.
So are these your kids?
These are my kids, but I didn't make them. They're, in scientific circles, referred to as stepkids.
Why is Dolph the coolest stepdad? What do you like doing with Dolph?
Oh, I like playing games with Dolph.
What's your favorite thing to do with Dolph?
I can't decide. Talk. Play?
What does he play? Does he play Barbies with you?
Yes. Yes, he does play Barbies with me.
Is he good at playing Barbies?
Yeah.
Do they call you their stepdad?
Apparently now they do.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which is awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so much better than just like, oh, that's Dolph.
You could call me Mr. Man or
Bob.
Bob.
I'm gonna go
Moving right along. Well, here's an idea. My godmother always used to call me Dolphy. So Dolphy. What?
Why do you like having him as a stepdad?
Because he's the best.
So we got married, October 2022. All of these things happened in a very short period of time. And we're going to get married again.
What?
Well, we're going to celebrate our marriage again. We're going to do, because the first time we got married, it was just she, I, her parents, our friend the officiant, and about 7 wild turkeys.
It was 2 turkeys.
About 17 wild turkeys. And so we wanted to do something a little bit more extravagant, invite maybe my parents this time, and
And the kids?
The kids weren't there, so we want to have the kids there. There's this place that's really special to both my wife and me. Norway is special for my wife in not just because it's where her genetics are from, but also in large part because she was on a Norwegian reality TV show. That's why I'm here. And so...
Wait, tell me why her going to Norway is why you're here.
Because if she hadn't gone to Norway, if my wife hadn't gone to Norway and had this experience on this TV show I can't remember the name of, if she hadn't had that experience, it wouldn't have shaken up her idea of what she wanted out of life. And it wouldn't have opened up a space in her life for a stepdad and new husband.
Wow. Norway was the doorway.
So we booked a mansion in a fjord in Norway this coming August. What that also means is that this spring is my last opportunity to be on this show that I can't remember the name of, that my wife was on. We didn't think that they would boot up the show again because COVID, and there's no alt for Norge. That's the name of it. That's it. Come to find out, they're doing a season 11. There are two places in Norway that I have heard of in the family lore that would be mind-blowing to see in person. The house that was built by my great-great-grandfather. The Paulsons are from Lofoten, which I mean just the idea of being 70 miles north of the Arctic Circle, like that's where my family lived. Well, we won't be able to see it in August. Like my dad's cousin, he's been there to that place, and it involved some ridiculously complex odyssey of a plane to one place and a ferry to another, and then you have to talk to a bunch of locals who don't speak any English and try to find somebody to put you in a rowboat and go there. How the Paulson name came from Lofoten to the US. And it all has to do with my great-grand uncle Abel. He did a sales call that took him from Lofoten on the Hurtigruten to a town so far north that you can wave at Santa Claus. The entire town was under quarantine for smallpox. The only place he could lodge was in, I think, some kind of a hotel. This is how the story goes. In that hotel, there were only a couple guests, one of whom was this mysterious American. So Abel asked the woman who was running the hotel, who is this American? And she said, oh, he is from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And they are a branch of Christianity that believes that a man should have more than one wife. And Abel thought about this for a couple seconds and then asked, I would like to get to know this man. That's how the story goes. So my great-granduncle Abel found himself in a hotel room talking with this Mormon missionary, and in the course of those days decided that he had heard the call of the church and was going to up and get baptized and move to Salt Lake City, Utah. And so he did. I'm sure there are living relatives still up there somewhere in Lofoten.
So what would it mean to get to meet some of your relatives?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it would feel like coming home. I don't know. I must feel like, like Superman arrives on Earth as a baby, doesn't know how he got there, doesn't know his home planet, but you know that if he were able to go back there, it would all be there in his DNA. It's like kind of how I imagine it feeling. As much as I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. This is who I'm supposed to be with. These are supposed to be my kids. This is the kind of work I'm supposed to be doing. Touching my roots, I'll know things about how to stand on this earth. What I've heard of Norwegian culture is that there is not an obsessive pursuit of individual exceptionalism. This is going to sound weird saying this, but that not everybody is the star of their own reality TV show. Chew on that.
Is there any kind of activity in Norway that, like, if sky is the limit, like things you know we can't afford to do on our trip?
Base jumping off of Pulpit Rock? Riding reindeer or something? Just, I don't know, surprise me. I'm willing to do a lot of things. There are a lot of things I wouldn't like to do. I'm a vegetarian. I wouldn't want to eat jellied flesh.
Do you think that having a wife who was a contestant is giving you an unfair advantage on the show?
I mean, it could be, but I think that it's also really interesting. And I know that the creative challenge of designing the show is in designing it for the cast of the season. So I would trust that the creators of the show would find ways to not give me an advantage.
Do you think he'd be good on the show?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Why? Do you think he'll win?
No.
What?
Well, I mean, you didn't win.
Yeah, but Dolph he's pretty smart.
Oh, okay, then he's gonna win.
'Cause, good personality. He's funny. And very smart.
I just know the first couple lines of that. 10,000 Swedes ran through the reeds, pursued by one Norwegian.
Would you like to be a Viking for a day?
I really am not interested in the pillaging part, but just the being in a boat, chilling and drinking mead and singing songs. Yeah, I'm a pacifist.
What else are you?
I am going to be a contestant on season 11 of Alt for Norge. So, Kirsten Rebecca Franklin.
Yes.
How would you feel about having a husband on Alt for Norge season 11?
Well, I would miss him. I miss him. I wouldn't want him to be gone for so long. But if it means that he gets to travel to his homeland and see his family home, which is something I didn't get to do when I was on Alt for Norge. So if you get to go meet your family, then I get to go meet your family. Hey, Norway. Hi, Norway. I endorse this candidate for Alt for Norge. He's top notch. You want him, trust me. He's going to bring the fun to season 11.